Hey, what's going on? I wanted to come because God put this in my spirit today, and I started reading it, and I'm like, wow, you can see that there's a great change in the world right now. But I want to start by saying this before I read this. There's a such thing called polarity, the law of polarity, where you can't have dark without light, you can't have hot without cold, which you can't have death without life, right? So what I'm saying is, as we see a lot of death happening, a lot of catastrophes, a lot of evil stuff going on, whether it's, you know, shootings at schools, people just dying out of nowhere, things like that. Understand that more than ever at this time, you have a lot of people turning back to Jesus right now. You have a lot of people birthing new ideas, new visions. You have a lot of people changing their life for the better right now. You know what I mean? So what you focus on grows, so you need to make sure you're focusing on the positive, the light. Make sure you are on that side of the spectrum, not in the middle. Because remember, God spits you out if you're lukewarm. He either wants you hot or cold, right? That's how he works, family. So choose a side. I want to read this real quick before I let y'all go. It's coming out of 2 Timothy 3. And it say characteristics of the last days. It said, but you need to know, but you need to be aware that in the final days, hold on, the culture of society will become extremely fierce. People will be self-centered, lovers of themselves, and obsessed with money. They will be boast of great things as they strut around in their ignorant pride and mock all that is right. They will ignore their own families. They will be ungrateful and ungodly. They will become addicted to hateful and malicious slander, slaves to their desires. They will be fierce, belligerently haters of what is good and right. With brutal treachery, they will act without restraint, bigoted, and wrapped in clouds of their conceit, I want to say. They will find their delight in their pleasures of this world more than the pleasures of the loving God. They may pretend to have a respect for God, but in reality, they want nothing to do with God's power. Stay away from people like these, for they are the ones who worm their way into the hearts of vulnerable women, spending the night with those who are captured by their lusts and steeped in sin. They are always learning but never discovered the revelation knowledge of truth. History has given us an example of this with the Egyptian sorcerers, Janus and Jambres, I want to say, that's what it say, who stood against Moses in their arrogance. So it will be in the last days with those who reject the faith with their corrupt minds and arrogant hearts, standing against the truth of God. But they will not advance, for everyone will see their madness, just as they did with Janus and Jambres. Timothy's loyalty right here. This is another portion of what I'm reading. Timothy's loyalty. But you, Timothy, have closely followed my example and the truth that I've imparted to you. You have modeled your life after the love and endurance I've demonstrated in my ministry by not giving up. The faith I have, you now have. What I have hungered for in life has now become your longing as well. The patience I have with others, you now demonstrate. And the same persecutions and difficulties I've endured, you have also endured. Yes, you know all about what I have had to suffer while in, I don't know those words. You are aware of all the persecutions I endured there, yet the Lord delivered me from every single one of them. For all who choose to live godly as worshipers of Jesus, the Anointed One will also experience persecution. But the evil man and sorcerers will progress from bad to worse, deceived and deceiving as they lead people further from the truth. Yet you must continue to advance in strength with the truth wrapped around your heart, being assured by God that He, the one who has truly taught you all these things. Remember what you were taught from your childhood, from the Holy Scrolls, which can impart to your wisdom to experience everlasting life through the faith of Jesus, the Anointed One. God has transmitted His very substance into every scripture, for it is God, breath. It will empower you by its instructions and corrections, giving you the strength to take the right direction and lead you deeper into the path of godliness. Then you will be God's servant, fully matured and perfectly prepared to fulfill any assignment God gives you. So yeah, family, and I'm reading off this little watch, so y'all don't mind me, but it's not about the messenger, it's about the message, right? And I wanted to read that because there's definitely a split that's happening, man. And all we can do is pray for each other. Pray that people turn away from, evil things, man, because some people are now trying to say, so you got some people that's saying, oh, I'm gonna do my thing. Nah, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna just focus on me. Nah, it's all about me. That's not of God. Unless you're focusing on you to a point where you can fill your cup to be able to now fill others, right? Because unless you are doing the works of God, your cup, once it's out and empty, God won't fill it back up, right? That's why He said, you do the works of me and I give you what your heart desire. You get me? So I wanted to deliver that message because when it was, basically dropped in front of me, I mean, literally, I read it and I'm like, wow, thank God that He took a broken man like me and made me back whole to a point now I'm able to come out and help share His word, His living word, right? Allow Him to live through me, right? That's why now, what makes me so happy is because once you really know what love is and you really embody love, you heal, you embody love, you now know how to love another. You now know how to love others. You now know how to love all. You know how to, stand in front of someone that may come at you hatredly, hard, tough, but you're able to sit here and just look at the situation and still be able to treat this person like you would treat yourself, with love, kindness, right? Knowing that, hey, the battle's not mine. I'm here to learn. I'm here to grow. I'm here to love. I'm here to experience, right? That's a different vibe once you get there, family. So yeah, I want to say, I pray for everybody out there to start seeing the brighter side of their life, as well as when you look at another, see the best in them like Jesus did. Sickness couldn't be around Jesus because He saw him already healed. See others like that instead of seeing them as the old person that you used to know them as. That's not of God. He forgive you, so forgive them. But if you can't forgive them, you know the rest. He don't forgive you. He don't forgive us. Let's become whole, family. Let's become whole. I love you. Until next message. Peace.